Hey guys, one of the things that people normally fall apart on when it comes to home-based business, just business in general. If you have some type of business, most people they have a hard time following up, and it's really because most people don't have a system of how to follow up. They try to think about things in their head to follow up, but they don't always remember exactly what should be, who they should be calling, when they should call them, where they met the person at, all these other things. So actually, we tell people that the average person joins between 5 to 7 exposures. That's why having a chance to learn how to BAMFAM them, book a meeting from a meeting, is important. What I want to do is I want to actually share with you guys a document that we use here at our organization at Team Unity, you and I together, yes, and that's called our BAMFAM tracking form. Now, the BAMFAM tracking form helps the average person who may not really know exactly what to do. They may forget how to follow up, where to follow up, what they should be doing, when to follow up. But the BAMFAM tracking form, guys, is a great way for you to learn how to, right from the very beginning, how to track your business. I know, guys, sometimes we start saying, well, there's so many documents, so many different things that you can utilize. How can I keep up with all this? Well, you can print off a bunch of the BAMFAMs, get a black binder, put some of the clear plastic in there, put the BAMFAM tracking forms in there, and it helps you yourself to keep up with all of the people, because over the course of some months or years, guys, you'll have hundreds, if not thousands of people that you have connected with and ran into. How do you follow back up with all these people? How do you remember all the people? Not just off your cell phone, because there's no way you can possibly remember who, where, when what you gave them, whether you gave them a sample, whether you put them on a call, and you won't remember that. But the BAMFAM tracking form will allow you to have a book that you can actually open up. And now you can actually go through your BAMFAM track form. You can remember that when you get with your team, you're saying, hey, let's make sure that we follow back up with these people here that you met in April. If you start having people in your team that start saying, I don't know who to contact, I don't know who I should be talking to, I don't remember everybody that I spoke with, well, I'm not having success in my business, you can easily say, well, where's your BAMFAM tracking form? And when they give you the BAMFAM, you can look and say, hey, I see the situation here. You know, it takes 5 to 7 exposures before the average person joins. And I see that you got Mike, Jeff, and Bruce is the first 3 that you have here. And you only, in our process of exposing people, you know, we call it PS3, peak interest, show the plan, 3-way call. It's just that simple. To sign somebody up is to pique their interest, that find out they're open, show the plan, and then after that, you do a 3-way call. And a 3-way call is a brief continuation of the exposure process. All right, you can actually go to teamngd.com, click on where it says resources. There's some video training on how to successfully do a 3-way, the 5 W's of a 3-way call. All those things are there for you for resources on the teamngd.com. Right, but what's going to happen, guys, is when you actually meet somebody, put the name or the email, the name and the email that you can have there, as well as the phone number. Now, when it comes to piquing the interest, there's several ways of how you can do it. Whether you actually say you just met the person out in the streets, you did the 2 questions. Who do you know like to lose 5 pounds in 5 days and earn an extra $1,000 or $3,000 a week while doing it? Well, of course, those are the 2 questions. So you can actually put that as I met the person and I got their contact number. You may not have given them a sample, but you may have got their contact information, and you write it down that you met them on 3/1. Right? On the 3rd month, because you remember, see, on a BAMFAM tracking form, you can put the dates on it. You can put right there where it says BAMFAM tracking form, book a meeting from a meeting. You can put the actual date that April or May or June. You can put that right there in that big slot right there, guys, that'll help you kind of keep track of the months that you meet people in. January 2016. All right. So now when you're following back up and you put down, you met the person in January 3rd, all right, and you put that under the 2 questions, like a small 2/3. Now, if you happen to give them actually 2 questions and gave them a sample, you can put that you did 2 questions and samples 2-3. All right, you put that in there. Now, of course, some organizations they'll have a sizzle call. Sizzle calls is a 5 or 6 minute, maybe 7-minute call or overview of the whole project, and people can actually put that on somebody just to pique their interest. And your team may have one as well, and you can use that. Again, you want to put that down that you did give them a sizzle call, and you put that on the time. Because you may meet somebody in the first, and then you may call them back to follow back up. And then when you say, listen, I told you I was gonna call you back, you get a chance to try the sample, whatever you follow that back up with, how you like the taste of it. Now you can actually say, when they say, yes, I'm open, listen to some more information, you either can put the sizzle call in there, Or if you happen to have met the person, because you might have did a conference call or something, and you may have got a chance to get, it could have been a wake up and win call or some other type of call, may not have really been a opportunity call, but we do several training calls, all type of different things that you can actually plug people in, that they can see that there's going to be training of other leaders that's going to help them. So you can actually put that. That's a way of how you actually was piquing somebody's interest. They got a chance to listen to a conference call or something that was going on, or you may have given them some product or like some samples of some NRG or something like that. Or you may have given them the Momentum magazine, or you may have given them a brochure, or you may have given them some of our postcards. All those things are piquing somebody's interest. And again, you want to put that down on a date. So when I get back with you, and I said, well, listen, let me see your BAMFAM tracking form. And I see here that you haven't actually showed the person the business plan. Let's follow back up with some of these people together. All 5 of us together, sit down at the house at the table, let's make some phone calls. Now you have a way of tracking with your organization, because everybody should be having 20, 30, 50, 100 names and numbers of people that they can go through to invite to different things, right? So now you actually, for showing a business plan, you can actually send somebody to teamngd.com. There's a 24-hour presentation that plays on the first page. They can click that. They can open it up. It opens up to the entire screen. They can see how they can actually hear about the entire presentation. That's another way of showing the plan. And for the video presentation, it could actually be, an open hotel meeting. Again, you can put that date in there. A wild party, which is a home party that you invited somebody to. An executive luncheon, a launch call. You may have sat down with them and went through the flip chart, or you may have sat down with them and actually did a 10-minute presentation. That our team actually has a 10-minute presentation form, and I'm be doing a video for that as well, posting that online along with the document and the resources on that. So you can actually have that 10-minute. You may sit down with the person on that right there. All right. Same thing with it, or DVD. They may have sat down with us. Sometimes we'll do a presentation recorded on the DVD. You can actually put that right in and let a person see the DVD. All these other things that we have that can help you in your process of showing the plan. Then, of course, guys, a 3-way call is also a part of the exposure process. Many times people have used their peak interest in the show the plan, but it says 3-way call for a purpose. Most people don't join the company, they join you. And if they don't know you to have success, they may like trust you, but they don't respect you for having success in home business. So the best way to help bring some success is for you to edify someone else. They edify you back in return, so that the person that only knows you as Junebug and them, or whatever they remember you from growing up, talking about she's going to be a success. She's nobody. She has never done nothing. You can always have that person who bridges the gap. And the person may join because that person has actually edified you in the process. All right. So that's another way of literally following up, as well as the fact that once you start putting people through the process, then you also want to make sure that you may have even given them some training, because they may have went through everything and still haven't made a decision. You can say, listen, I want you to go on to Team NGD. Look at all the training that we have. You're going to see that you're going to have tons of training. Get everything that you're going to need, because sometimes even just the training, or get them on a training call or something. Give them, let them download the Dare to Dream Pack, and they can see all of what the resources they're going to have. I'm saying the quick retail script, the PS3 pages. They make sure that when you went to training with them, either you can use that as a way of BAMFAMing, or when you actually got your person, you put them all the way through the process, you want to put on here that you did go through your personal training with the person, because the person ready to sign up, you can actually put that on the BAMFAM tracking form that they signed up, or they just actually bought product, guys. And then of course we got a slot for you to actually put comments. I wanted to give you an extended version of what the BAMFAM tracking form can do, so you don't just look at it and just think that it's just a form, but it can be a strong tool that you and your organization, guys, can have hundreds of pages of that, notebooks and notebooks, so that way, guys, you will never forget who, where, when, and you always have a running list of people that you can follow up, guys, from here to for the rest of your life as a network marketer, a home-based business owner, or any business that you've done for that matter. Guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for logging on to the call. Again, this is Jason L. Scott the First, and I see you guys not just at the top, each and every one of you over the top. Love you all.